The RICO is really what's probably going to get stuck with a lot of these jurors. And she said, look, this guy can't even get himself a bottle of water or plug in his iPhone himself. Of course, he had these people carrying out all this stuff because he wouldn't take no for an answer for anyone. So after hearing all of this, what do you think we have in terms of a verdict?
I think it will take a couple of days because the judge is going to charge them Monday morning. It'll probably take a few hours. It's a long charging document. And I think because they'll have lunch, and then after lunch they'll really start with the true deliberation. I think it's going to take at least a day and a half, in my opinion, and maybe more.
How do you think the verdict goes?
I think it will probably be a split verdict. It's hard to say, Anthony.
2 out of 5, 3 out of 5?
I think that the RICO is probably going to be the hardest. But they just need 2 predicate acts, and they could easily pick a sex trafficking, and they could pick one other. The bribery is pretty easy to show. They paid that $10,000 to hide that tape. But the other argument is, they did it because they didn't want negative publicity. I think that's a little stretch. But in any event, I think if they get any acquittal, it would be on that RICO. I'm not saying they will, but if they do, they will get it there. And I think they'll get the sex trafficking as it relates to Cassie. And I think they'll get the transportation to engage in prostitution for both of them.
And so we were paying close attention to the jurors during all of this, and we noticed at least 2, maybe 3, were really in the defense's pocket, nodding along, smiling, agreeing with everything he was saying. So that's a telltale sign of that there's going to be some holdouts on this jury. We shall see next week as jury starts to deliberate on Monday. Terry, thanks so much as always for being here. That's the latest out here from Lower Manhattan. We'll see you next week for jury deliberations at the Diddy trial.